Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom is notorious for not really having the best food, so where should you eat when visiting Magic Kingdom? In today's video, we head out of the park and explore the amazing food that surrounds it. From must-visit lounges to sit-down restaurants and even some noteworthy quick service. I'm taking you with me to answer that age-old question, where should I eat in Magic Kingdom? A few weeks back, I made a video where I ranked all of the quick service restaurants in the Magic Kingdom, and what I found is the food may be even worse than I remembered. Unless you're looking for basic chicken tenders, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, or a very mid flatbread, this really is not a foodie destination. I mentioned how locals don't really eat in the park, and we tend to go elsewhere, and by elsewhere, I mean we leave the park, hop on the monorail, and go to one of the nearby resorts. The 3 resorts around the Magic Kingdom, the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Grand Floridian, boast some incredible food. All of these resorts can be reached by a quick walk, monorail, or boat ride, making getting there very easy. Not only is the food far better, but it's sometimes nice to have a little midday break, you know? Well, let's head out of the park because I'm taking you to my 3 favorite Magic Kingdom food spots that are technically not in the park. For stop number 1 on our journey, we have just a quick walk over to the Contemporary. There's actually a walkway from the Magic Kingdom to the Contemporary. Just on the left side, you'll see a little path, and that'll take you right to the resort. Now, of course, you could also take the resort monorail from the Magic Kingdom over to the Contemporary. I always prefer to walk. It's about a 10 to 15 minute walk, depending on how quickly you're walking, and I feel like it's maybe even a little bit quicker than taking the monorail, so we're heading on over. About 10 minutes later, we have made it over to the Contemporary, and if you couldn't guess, we're heading to Steakhouse 71. Now, I know this is the first stop on our journey, but it is also probably my number 1 stop on this journey. Steakhouse 71 is probably my favorite place to dine when I go to the Magic Kingdom, and it's the place that I always recommend to people as well. The proximity to the park is great. Like I said, it's just a quick walk away, and the food here is so good. Now, keep in mind, the menus for lunch and dinner do differ a little bit. Lunch ends at 2, and then dinner service will pick back up around 5 o'clock. For lunch, you'll find more like sandwiches and lighter bites, and for dinner it's gonna be like a full-on steakhouse, so you're gonna have a bunch of different cuts of steak. I'm gonna show you guys the lunch menu today, but if you were interested in coming on over here for dinner, you could check the menu out on the My Disney Experience app. And if you come in between that weird time between 2 and 5 o'clock, they do also have a full bar and lounge where you can order all of the food, or most of the food at least. There's a lounge menu which can also be found on the My Disney Experience app, but most important of all, you can get the burger at the lounge any time of day. So if you didn't want to sit down for a full meal, you just wanted to kind of pop over here real quick, grab maybe a drink, grab some light bites, the lounge is also a great place for you to take advantage of. But today we are doing the full dine in the restaurant, so we'll take a look over the menu here. For appetizers, there are a ton of standouts in my opinion. The French onion soup is delicious. They also have a bunch of different salads. I like the Caesar a lot. The onion rings are great. You know, the sea salt dusted potato brioche is a popular one. The bacon and eggs is fantastic. Definitely something to consider trying, but my favorite appetizer on this whole menu is at the very end, the Steakhouse 71 chopped salad. We move on down to entrees, you'll see our different sandwiches here. They have a prime rib sandwich, the stack burger, a grilled chicken sandwich, a turkey club, a gourmet grilled cheese, some steak frites, a vegetable Wellington, and then some salmon. I dine here at Steakhouse 71 so often that I've kind of been able to work my way through the menu a little bit, but there are 2 things that I get every single time I come to Steakhouse 71. They're non-negotiables. Number 1 is that chopped salad. This is the Steakhouse 71 chopped salad. It has chopped iceberg, cucumbers, grape tomatoes, carrots, dried cranberries, goat cheese, white balsamic vinaigrette, and brioche croutons for $11. As the salad has been placed in front of me, I am realizing that it kind of looks like a very basic house salad, but I promise you, it does not taste like that. We'll toss this around a little. We've got to break up those chunks of goat cheese, which, if you watch my videos, you know I am a goat cheese fiend, so that's obviously my favorite part of this salad, but let's dig in here. You've got all those good, crisp parts of the romaine, a great mix of veggies in here, and the cucumbers, tomatoes, and carrots. There's some croutons sprinkled on top, and I am a firm believer that every salad should have croutons on it. There's also some unadvertised sunflower seeds on here, which I really like. It adds almost like a little nuttiness. You get the sweetness from those dried cranberries and the creaminess from the goat cheese. all around, it's just a perfect salad. And it's all complemented so well by the white balsamic dressing that is on here. I absolutely love this dressing. It's just light enough, but also just vinegary enough. It's literally the perfect complement to all of these toppings. Balsamic dressing is my dressing of choice, and I don't know that many restaurants doing a white balsamic, so I definitely appreciate that. This salad is just perfect in every way. It's also a huge portion for the price, $11 for this. I mean, this is a big salad. You could easily make this your meal if you toss some like chicken on here. I'm sure they could add some like grilled chicken on top of here. And this is a full-on meal. But this is my go-to appetizer. Every time I come here, I have to get the salad. It's so light, it's so refreshing. It's just perfect on a warm day. And as much as I love Diet Coke, I don't always order it when I go out to eat. But every time I come to Steakhouse 71, a DC is necessary. There's just something about walking around the hot Magic Kingdom all day and stopping in the cool AC of Steakhouse 71, sipping on a DC, eating a salad, and stack burger. This is the stack burger. It's got a signature blend of beef, pork belly, American cheese, lemon aioli, red onion, and house-made pickles, all on a brioche bun. Now, usually I have a little hack when I'm ordering my burger here. Typically, I order this burger in a lettuce wrap. There's something about the crisp, crunchy romaine around that super cheesy, greasy burger that just is so fantastic. This time around, I did decide to just get it on the regular bun, get it the way it is typically served. However, I did, of course, ask for extra pickles. And this right here is exactly what I mean when I say extra pickles. We've got pickles on the top and on the bottom. They came through with the extra pickles for sure. So shout out to the crew over here at Steakhouse 71. I always get extra pickles on this burger here. And they are bread and butter pickles, so they're a little bit sweet, which is so weird because I don't love bread and butter pickles. I just prefer a regular dill pickle. But on a burger, a bread and butter pickle sometimes hits, and it definitely does on this burger here. Let's dig in. I don't think I could fully convey how delicious this burger is through video. Not only is it my personal favorite burger at Disney World, it's one of my favorite burgers that I have ever eaten. And as much as I love the toppings and everything in this burger, it really does all come down to the quality of the beef. The patties are smashed super thin. They're seasoned so well, and you can really, really taste the seasoning on the burgers, the salt and pepper. It comes through tremendously. 2 slices of melted American cheese that literally just kind of like melt into the burger. They're so good. Then you get that fatty pork belly. I will say the pork belly isn't even like necessary on here because the burger is just so good on its own, but it's just an added level of fat in this burger. And the toppings, I mean, red onion and pickles are like the 2 best burger toppings in my opinion. And this burger just really cannot be beat. I'm telling you, if you've never tried this burger, come over to Steakhouse 71 and try it out. It is better than any burger you will find in the Magic Kingdom by a mile. And for as many times that I have had this burger here, every time, I'm just blown away even more. So good. This right here is honestly my ideal lunch. A chopped salad, a stack burger, and a DC, a fresh one now at that, man. It doesn't get any better. I know a lot of people are saying they like the Wailulu burger. There's a new restaurant over at the Polynesian, a new lounge, new bar. They have a really good burger over there. I was there on opening day, tried out the burger. I enjoyed it a lot. It's kind of like a smash patty like this, but it's on like a sweet Hawaiian roll. I thought it was delicious. And I'd say it's definitely a top 5 burger in Disney World, but this still just reigns supreme. I don't think you can get a better burger than this one here at Disney World. This is still better than Wailulu, as good as the one over at Wailulu is. It just cannot be beat. I'm telling you guys, come over here and try this out. You have to try it. One more thing I wanted to touch on before we head to stop number 2 in our journey is that No, the burger is not on the dinner menu, but yes, you can still order the burger for dinner. I feel like no matter how many times I clarify that, people are always still so confused because it's not actually on the physical dinner menu. But like I said, yes, you can order the burger for dinner, and I highly recommend you do. Well, we are finished up here at the Contemporary today, but there is still so much more food to eat. We're gonna hop on the monorail, and naturally, our next stop is gonna be over at the Polynesian. Here at the Polynesian, there are so many great places to eat. The Polynesian has some of the best food out of all of the resorts, but hands down, my favorite place to grab some grub here at the Poly is the Tambu Lounge. It's like one of my favorite lounges at Disney World. The Tambu Lounge is actually attached to Ohana, the main and very popular restaurant here at the Polynesian, and since it is attached to Ohana, that means you could actually order pretty much all of the Ohana food here at the Tambu Lounge at a la carte prices. And this is honestly one of the best Disney food hacks. I love some of the food over at Ohana, but you know, sometimes you don't want to spend about $60 per person, so the Tambu Lounge is a great way to still get that Ohana vibe and Ohana food while spending like a fraction of the cost. Keep in mind with the Tambu Lounge, if you did want to order some of the amazing Ohana food over here, you did have to be seated at either a table in the lounge here or at a seat at the bar. The bar is first come, first serve, as are the tables. There are no reservations here. There's only a handful of tables though, so sometimes you do have to wait a little bit for a table, but the wait is always worth it, guys. We've got the full menu here. We might even grab ourselves a little beverage. You know, you can't get a drink in the Magic Kingdom, so that's another reason to kind of come out and hop around the monorail for some food. As for drinks, there are, of course, a plethora of tiki-style drinks, including the famous Back Scratcher and Lapu Lapu here. If you can open it up, there's even more drinks, of course, beer, but all the good stuff. Where are we at? Is right here on the back of the menu, the Lounge Bites. There's a California roll you can order. There's honey coriander chicken wings, some pork ribs, pot stickers, the Ohana noodles, the peel and eat shrimp, and a very secret menu item. You could also order the Ohana bread pudding out here. You can actually order drinks here pretty much all day, I believe, but the food here at the Tambu Lounge doesn't start until 4 o'clock. So you could get the food from 4 until 10 o'clock, and we made it just on time. It's a little after 4 o'clock, so we've got ourselves a nice little table. We're gonna enjoy some beverages and some food. Dealer's choice on the drink.
Gotcha. Cocktail wise?
Yeah.
You got it.
Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling today.
Heard.
And then for food, I'm gonna do pot stickers,
Yes.
noodles,
Yes.
and shrimp.
Stickers, noodle, shrimp. You got it.
Thank you so much. And I pretty much went with all of the food that you could get at Ohana. I wanted to show you guys all of that stuff. Now, another thing that they have that you get at Ohana are, of course, the honey coriander chicken wings, which are delicious. And I also really enjoy the pork ribs here at the Tambu Lounge. They don't serve those over at Ohana, but I tend to really enjoy them. It's just too much food to order all 5 of those things just for me. All right, our drink has arrived, and the drink we were dealt is the rum swizzle. This has some rum with tropical juices and flavors of guava and mango. And honestly, this sounds right up my alley. Mango is my favorite fruit, so this should be really good. I definitely think we're gonna have to give this a stir, because I see maybe some like guava something on the top there, so I wanna stir it, get everything incorporated. I don't think I've ever tried this drink. I've tried most of the drinks here at the Tambu Lounge, but this is definitely one I haven't, so I'm excited to give it a shot. I actually really like this drink here. I'm not the biggest fan of the drinks here at the Polynesian, including the Tambu Lounge. I know that's like a super hot take. I usually find a lot of the drinks here are just very sweet for me. A little bit almost too sweet and too fruity for my personal preference. I also don't love the drinks with like cinnamon in them, and I know a lot of like tropical tiki drinks have cinnamon. I enjoy them from time to time, but not all the time. Usually I come here and I get a Diet Coke, and the server here in the lounge actually knew that and asked if I wanted a Diet Coke, so I guess that's a sign I come here too often. But no, I said, give me your whatever you think, and he said this was his favorite, and I actually enjoy it a lot. I can't taste too much of the rum in this. I wish it was just a tad bit strong. You can taste just a little bit, but I like that the fruit juices aren't too sweet, so I enjoy the rum swizzle. I'm a fan. It was a good recommendation. Well, we have got the rest of our food here. Like I said, I ordered the shrimp, the pot stickers, and also the noodles. I had to order all three. We're going all out today, but the very first thing that I have to try are the pot stickers. These are pork and vegetable dumplings tossed in a chili garlic sauce for $13.50. I swear, every time I come to the Tambu Lounge, I get a different amount of pot stickers in a bowl. Sometimes this bowl here will be overflowing and there will be close to 20 pot stickers in here. Other times there will be closer to 10 pot stickers in there, like today. But it's gonna be plenty anyway. I'm gonna take all the leftovers home. Ohana food is always so good, heated up, leftover. Pot sticker. These are one of my favorite foods in all of Disney World. I don't know what it is about these pot stickers, especially since these are probably just coming in frozen and they're just like heating them up and flash frying them real quick. I don't know what it is, but these pot stickers are addicting. I could eat this entire bowl and then some. If I only could order one thing at the Tambu Lounge, it's gonna be these pot stickers here. They're my favorite part of the meal over at Ohana, and they're my favorite part of the meal over here at the Tambu Lounge. They are just so good. The inside of these pot stickers here is almost like an egg roll. There's a lot of like cabbage and stuff in there, but there's also plenty of pork. The shell of the pot sticker is crispy, but not like too crispy where you're gonna hurt the inside of your mouth. And the sauce that they're topped in isn't overpowering. It's kind of just enough. And you don't even need a dipping sauce for these. They're kind of tossed in that chili garlic, and that is really enough for me. I don't even need the extra dipping sauce or some extra soy sauce. You know, the Wine Bar George fried mac and cheese bites are probably my favorite food to eat in Disney World. These are a close second. They're right behind, and the best part, they're just a quick monorail ride away from the Magic Kingdom. So on your Magic Kingdom day, come on and get these. And while the pot stickers are my personal favorite, a lot of people's favorite thing to eat here at the Tambu Lounge are the Ohana noodles. These are yakisoba noodles with teriyaki and mirin for $13.50. And don't get me wrong, I do really enjoy the Ohana noodles. They're just a classic at this point. They're a staple when you go to Ohana, and probably, like I said, the most popular thing. They're more like a sweet sauce. The sauce is like very, very sweet, and the noodles aren't like super mushy, you know? Like they're cooked just right. Sweet and almost sticky. And this is a huge portion of noodles for $13.50. I mean, it is pretty expensive, so I hope there would be a lot. But seriously, if you just go to Ohana for the noodles, why don't you just come to the Tambu Lounge? And the fact that you could just get this on your Magic Kingdom day, you know, just come over here. It's so easy to get to. Just get some pot stickers and noodles. I'm telling you guys, why are you eating a hot dog at Casey's Corner or a burger at Cosmic Raves? You could just come right here. Well, this is like a full meal almost. We had our appetizer, we had our side. Now we're gonna be on to the main event here, the peel and eat shrimp. These are coated with Ohana's signature seasoning for $16. I did just recently review Ohana for dinner, and I feel like out of all the meats, the meat at Ohana has really gone downhill. I feel like the meat that is like the most consistent with the meal, because you get chicken, you get steak, and you get shrimp. I feel like the most consistent is the shrimp. It's consistently the meat that I enjoy the most. And they used to have actually a skewer with, I think, like the chicken and the steak from Ohana and the shrimp that you can get here. But now they're just doing the shrimp, but I don't mind because the shrimp, like I said, are my favorite meat that they've got. So buttery, coated in like, I would say a more mild Old Bay kind of seasoning. They're not like fully Old Bay, but they do have like that slight hint of that signature Old Bay flavor. They're cooked really, really well. The only thing I don't like about these shrimp is that you have to peel them yourself and you get really messy, but it's worth it for this delicious little shrimp. And this is like the perfect little meal. You could even like cut up these shrimp and kind of like mix them in with the noodles and make your own like shrimp noodle bowl. That'd be really good. But yeah, there's just nothing like the Ohana noodles. And I know downstairs at Captain Cook's, they also have like noodles that you could get. As I peel this shrimp here, they're not the same. The Ohana noodles are far better. Gotta get them up here. Everything at the Tambu Lounge was delicious. I decided to skip out on the bread pudding this time because I have another dessert on my mind. But just know, remember, like I said, you could order the Ohana bread pudding over at the Tambu Lounge, and it is oh so good. Another thing that's really good about including Tambu Lounge into your Magic Kingdom dining plans is that the food comes out super quick. Remember, it's kind of like ready to grab and go over at Ohana. So if you were in a rush or you weren't wanting to kind of take that long when you're coming to one of these restaurants and leaving the parks, and you wanted to get back to the park quick, the Tambu Lounge is perfect for that because your food will come out super quick as long as there's not a line for a table. But the monorail did just get here, so we're gonna hop on. We have one more stop left on our journey. We're headed to the Grand. Here at the Grand Floridian, you will find some amazing dining options, including my favorite restaurant in all of Disney World, Narcoossee's. But I will admit, for a Magic Kingdom day, going to Narcoossee's, which is a signature restaurant, is a little bit excessive. So today we're gonna be heading to Gasparilla Island Grill, the quick service restaurant here at the Grand Floridian. They're serving up some amazing food for a quick service restaurant. Now, since this is a quick service restaurant, this is going to be more like food court style food that you can kind of grab and then take to your table. And there's a bunch of different stuff to choose from. Right over here, they have like a grab and go station with some drinks, some alcohol, and some like salads and stuff, things like that. Over here is actually my favorite thing that they have at this quick service restaurant, a create your own salad. It's like a salad bar, and there are so many different toppings to choose from. Like, this is a legit salad bar. From my understanding, they always had this salad bar here, and then when COVID came around, they kind of got rid of it. But recently, in the last couple of months, they have brought it back, and I have been obsessed with this salad bar. Literally, when I go to the Magic Kingdom and I'm not filming a video, I stop here at Gasparilla and grab myself a salad to take home with me, because I think the salad bar is so good. However, I have already shown this salad bar in one of my videos just recently, so I wanted to kind of get something else, try something new that I maybe haven't tried before. Over here, they've got more of the kind of entree style things, like some burgers, a pulled pork sandwich, a chicken club. They also have some flatbreads, a buffalo chicken flatbread. They have the ever so popular Grand Floridian mac and cheese, and then also these chicken Korean barbecue bowls. Those are random for the Grand Floridian, but I bet they're good. And then over here, right next to the salads actually, they have these sandwiches. They have a turkey sandwich and a caprese sandwich, and I have always eyed these sandwiches, but I've just never gotten them because I saw they have aioli on them, and you guys know I don't eat aioli, but I asked and they're actually able to do a sandwich without, so I'm very excited. I'm actually going to be trying the caprese sandwich today. This has fire roasted tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, arugula, lettuce, basil, a sherry vinaigrette, basil aioli, and a balsamic reduction on a house-made ciabatta served with house-made chips for $11.99. I have seriously dreamt about having this sandwich. I always just saw it in the display case, and I've admired it from afar, and I'm so happy I asked and they were able to kind of make me a fresh one here. And this is a humongous sandwich, guys. It looks like there's 3 giant pieces of mozzarella, 3 tomatoes. I can't even pick it up, it's so huge. A ton of arugula, it's kind of all just falling off. Got that balsamic, I love balsamic, with like a caprese salad. And then the house-made ciabatta bread. This looks very impressive. And I love a good caprese sandwich, so let's try this out. It's just so fresh tasting, and I know a lot of people are gonna get on me. You're missing the pesto aioli. Guys, I'm not missing it. It tastes just as good without it here. Maybe it does taste a little bit better with it, but I still think it tastes really good without it. And this is such a great fresh option. You will not find anything like this over in the Magic Kingdom. This is perfect for like a Magic Kingdom day because you could come over here and it's not gonna be like too filling, you know? This is kind of like a lighter sandwich, and you're not gonna totally fill up. It's just a little something. You can sit outside if the weather's nice like it is today, and you can even look at the castle from your table outside. I'm looking at it right now, so it's perfect for a Magic Kingdom day, and I really enjoy the sandwich. Like I said, I'm glad I asked if I could get it without the aioli because I was missing out all these years. To go with my sandwich, I did mention a sweet treat, and I wanted to get a sweet treat from here at Gasparilla. There are so many to choose from. Look at all these pastries, these different croissants and such, and over here, there are some really impressive things, including this mini cupcake, this coconut chocolate cake, that looks really good, the Mickey chocolate shoe, which I've heard is good as well. I've had that raspberry dessert in the corner, and I can confirm it is delicious. And then it looks like another cupcake down there. It's a blueberry custard cupcake, but I was looking a little bit over here, and I noticed this signature cookie. This is a chocolate chip cookie with candied hazelnuts for $4.29. And I do not think these videos are doing justice just how large this cookie is. For $4.29, I mean, this is not only large in circumference, is that the measurement I'm thinking of? I don't know, I haven't been in school in a while, but it's also like thick. This is a giant cookie. I'm gonna break myself off a piece. I'm gonna take a lot of it home here. But this looks really good. I don't know how I've never tried this before. Has it always been there? I feel like it hasn't, because if it has been, I feel like I would have gotten it. Anyways, let's go for this Grand Floridian signature cookie here. The Grand Floridian bakery team always does such a good job with the desserts at the resort, especially at Gasparilla. Like I said, I really love that raspberry one. And I also really enjoy this cookie. It's kind of like a crunchy, harder cookie. It's not as soft on the inside as you may imagine, but that's actually what I prefer. I prefer like a crunchy cookie to a soft cookie. Gideon's is like one of the only exceptions. I do like how like the inside is like so gooey and almost underbaked, but generally I do prefer a crunchier cookie, and this is a good one. It almost kind of tastes a little bit peanut buttery. Although it doesn't say there's any peanuts, maybe that flavor is kind of just coming from the hazelnuts, but I do really enjoy this. I think this would be even better heated up though, so I'm definitely going to take the rest of this here home, pop it in the microwave maybe a little bit later, and enjoy this cookie warm. That would be even better than it is right now. But yeah, pretty solid cookie. Good flavor, good amount of chocolate chips. And like I said, this is huge. This is a humongous cookie. Well, what a great day of delicious eats here around the Magic Kingdom. And I understand that some people might not want to leave the park. You might be in a time crunch, wanting to get a lot of stuff done in there and just kind of wanting to grab something very quickly in the park. I understand that. But if you do have a little bit of extra time, I highly recommend hopping on the monorail, a boat, or just walking over to one of the neighboring resorts to Magic Kingdom, where you will find far better food than you will in the park. The 3 spots that we tried today, Steakhouse 71, the Tambu Lounge, and Gasparilla, are just 3 of my personal favorites around the resorts here. There are, of course, plenty of others. You could take a quick boat ride over to the Wilderness Lodge for some great food over at Geyser Pointer Territory Lounge, and just around the resorts that we were already at. There's so many other options around the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, the Contemporary, where you could find some great food. So let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 to this video. Maybe we'll cover some of the other food you could find around these resorts. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I want to hear from you guys down below. Let me know in the comments where your favorite place to eat is in Magic Kingdom, but not technically in Magic Kingdom, so around the Magic Kingdom Resort. And thank you guys for checking out this video. Hopefully it helps you with your Magic Kingdom dining plans. Also, thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much for all of the support. If you enjoy honest Disney food reviews, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!